Hi, my name is Chetan Mehta. I'm the founder and principal instructor at Skill Incubator Training and Placement Institute. Now, in this short video, I'm going to share top 10 roles in information technology domain in which you don't need any technical background or any engineering background, and neither you need to learn any programming languages like Java or .NET. So let's begin. So the first on my list is business process analyst. Now, business process analyst is responsible to make the processes efficient and effective that will help organizations to reduce cost, improve productivity, increase sales and profit. Basically, all the good things that organizations are looking for. Number two is business analyst. Now, this is the most popular role amongst people who are coming from non-technical background or don't want to go for technical roles. In fact, I also started my career as a business analyst and have thoroughly enjoyed working as a business analyst for the past 16 plus years. Now, as a business analyst, you're responsible to work with the business stakeholders, understand their needs and requirements, and translate those requirements into detailed technical specifications and make sure that the software is designed and developed as per the stakeholder requirements. Now, the third one is data analyst role. Now, this is one role that I recommend to anyone who likes to play with the data. Now, a good data analyst are good storytellers because they can tell a story through a data. Now, as the title says, a data analyst collects the data, cleans the data, meaning standardize the data, and analyze the data using tools like Microsoft Excel, SQL, which is structured query language, or any data visualization tools like Power BI, Tableau, or similar tools, and convert that raw data into meaningful information or insights. Now, small disclaimer. Now, this is one role in which you may, now I repeat, you may need to use Python, which is a programming language. But the good news is that not all data analyst roles require Python language. And second, it's not that difficult to learn Python language. So even if you're coming from totally non-technical background, you haven't done coding before, you can still learn Python with some training and with some practice. Okay, so that's number three. Okay, number four is a product owner role. Now, this is a very prominent role in software development team using Scrum framework. Scrum is a type of framework used by software development teams across the world, and I would say 85% of the software development projects are using Scrum framework as of today. It's that popular. Now, as a product owner, you're the one who will be defining and communicating the vision of the product. Now, the product can be a software, meaning a business application, or it can be a device like some sort of wearable or a gadget, or it can be something like what we use, a phone, a smartphone, tablet, which has hardware and software both. Number five is domain subject matter expert, which is domain SME. Now, as a domain SME, you will work with business and software development teams and share your expertise on a particular domain, whether it's a finance, healthcare, insurance, retail, credit card payments, or any domain in which you have expertise. You will share your knowledge, the key processes, all the rules that take part in those processes, the rules and regulations which are applicable in that domain, or any regulatory compliance that one must comply with. Number six is Scrum Master role. Scrum Master is also a very prominent role in Scrum framework. As a Scrum Master, you will be ensuring that the Scrum team is focused on the sprint and are able to complete all the work that they have committed as part of the sprint. In short, a Scrum Master helps Scrum team achieve their sprint goals and also solves any impediments or blockers that the Scrum team is facing. That's number six. Now, number seven is IT project manager. Now, IT project manager is an extension of Scrum Master role. But here you will be responsible and accountable for the entire success of the project. You will be ensuring that the IT solution is built as per the scope, which includes product scope and project scope, as per the schedule, and as per the budget. Of course, with a high quality standard. Now, apart from that, IT project manager also has to communicate with other stakeholders in terms of reporting, assigning or delegating tasks to the team members, getting updates from them. All of those things are part of IT PM's job duty. Number 8 is manual tester, which is also known as quality assurance analyst. Now, manual tester is a role in software development team where they are responsible to validate the software requirements against a solution. Now, their main goal is to find the defects or bugs in the system. A defect or bug is when a software is not functioning as per the requirements of the stakeholders. Now, additionally, a manual tester will also try to test all the possible scenarios that can happen when a user is interacting with the software and try to find any gaps or any issues in those scenarios. Now, there is also one role called automation test engineer. Don't get confused with that because automation test engineer needs coding. Now, their job is also to test the system, but they will use a lot of automation. But for becoming automation test engineer, you need to know coding, whether it's Java, .NET or similar language. But that is a separate role. I'm not included in this list. Now, number 9 is technical writer. Now, this role is not very much talked about, but as the name suggests, technical writer is the one who creates technical documentation for the solution. A solution can be a software, can be tangible product. Now, technical documentation may include things like release notes, user guides, user manuals, how-to articles, FAQs, and basically build a knowledge base. Their main job is to convert complex information into simple way that can be well understood by anyone who is using the product. Okay, that's number 9. And the last role is software asset professional, which is basically somebody who will manage a software across its life cycle. So when I say a life cycle of a software, see, when we start using a software, we have to first understand, is it going to meet our needs? What type of licenses will we need? What is the expense in that? What are the terms and conditions of using the software? How many of those licenses will we need? Right? We need to maintain an inventory of all the software asset that a company is using. Now let's take a simple scenario. Let's imagine in Skill Cubator, we need to purchase an LMS, which is a learning management system for our trainees as well as instructors. Now we can't just buy any LMS and start using. We need to first analyze few things like which one will meet our needs, which one is cost effective, what features will it provide that we are looking for, what type of support is needed, the terms and conditions that we will have to follow, right? How many licenses will we need, how the license will work, any risk involved. All of those things have to be well understood and analyzed. That's basically what the software asset professional will do. Right from analyzing a software, selecting the right software for the organization, buying the licenses, assigning the licenses, maintaining them, and finally make sure that the software is used as per the norms and without posing any risk to an organization. So that's basically the job of software asset professional. maintaining an inventory of all the software assets within an organization. So these are the 10 roles in which you can easily transition from any background, whether you are from arts, commerce, humanities, engineering, or any background. You can transition into any of these roles with some training, with some hard work and dedication. Now let's talk about the transition plan. How can you transition? The first thing is you have to play to your strengths and core competency. Now, when I say strength and core competency, I mean look at your background, your education and work experience if you have. Now, try to select a path that aligns to your education and work experience. Now, for example, somebody who has worked in sales and marketing, I'm assuming he or she will be very comfortable talking to people, working with different stakeholders. So for those people, roles like business analyst, Scrum Master, IT project manager will be a good fit. Now, somebody who has got a very strong accounting or finance background, or who has worked with the data in the past, maybe in the lab or technician or in any capacity, for them a data analyst role will be a good fit, right? So you have to look at your past education, work experience, and select the role that will help you to easily transition into that role that you are selecting. And second thing that you have to look for is your career aspiration. What's your long-term career aspiration? And don't just go for a role because you have heard about it, you feel it's cool, it's going to give you six-figure salary. In fact, let me tell you this, all the roles I mentioned before, they can get you six-figure salary right away. Okay, so look at your career path, your aspiration, where you want to see 5 to 10 years down the road, and then select the right role. And if you need help, we can also guide you in this journey and help you transition into IT. So if you find this interesting, share with your friends and give us a like, comment and leave your feedback, and subscribe for more such educational content. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.